Good evening. On this very special May 20th, 2022, on behalf of the Board of Education, teachers, and all staff members, we would like to welcome you to the Class of 2022 graduation ceremonies. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our local Board of Education. This team gives of their time, energy, and heart, working diligently to provide our students with the opportunities that our school offers. President, Mr. Darren Huggins. Vice President, Mr. Doan Green. Clerk, Mr. Chad Sutton. Member, Mr. William Rhodes. And member, Mr. Darren Phelps. At this time, I would also like to recognize those teachers and staff that are retiring this year. While these seniors have had 4 years with these high school teachers that are sitting right behind them, there were many teachers and staff who shaped and prepared them for the high school years. Retiring from Muldrow Public School this year is elementary, Miss Tammy Hall. Tammy has contributed to these students in various capacities throughout her tenure. She has served as the elementary principal for 13 years and has been at Muldrow School for 34 years. Elementary, Ms. Robbie Short. Robbie has been an integral part of our elementary and served in several capacities for 36 years. High school, Mr. Kenneth Wickett. Mr. Wickett retired in January from our agricultural department. He has been a part of our Bulldog School family for 6 years, but has always had a true Bulldog spirit at heart and has contributed to development of a great agricultural program. Support staff plays an important role in ensuring that we have a school that runs efficiently. Their roles include work on the front lines as well as behind the scenes. Retiring support staff includes Ms. Liz Johnson. Liz has served as the high school secretary for 21 years. Valerie Hall. Valerie has been a middle school secretary for 6 years. Ms. Wanda Walters. Wanda has served as a cook for our students for 17 years. Russell Aldrich. Russell has assisted on our custodial staff for 17 years. Ted Bolt. Ted has worked on the maintenance staff for 11 years. This is a combined total service to our students in school of 148 years. These people will be greatly missed by all of our staff and students. Thank you for your commitment to our school and our students. To our seniors, I would like to say, this is a moment that on some days it seemed like it would never get here. And at other times you would look around and you would say, man, how did that year go by so quickly? Tonight, one thing that I will tell you is that we, as a Bulldog family, we're so very proud of you. As a class and individually, you have accomplished so much through some very difficult circumstances. Through these times, you have had to become innovative and creative in finding new pathways and approaches to achieving goals that you set. At this point, I want to implore you to always see yourself as an ambassador of our school. Be kind and be good to the people that you meet along your next path. Allow your next mentors to become a part of your life, just as you have allowed us to become a part of your life. You know, we've always heard you reap what you sow. Actually, we reap so much more. A kernel of corn doesn't produce one kernel, it produces a stalk. An acorn doesn't produce an acorn, it produces a tree. Your opportunities are endless. Make a difference. Your class has made my first year as superintendent one that I will always remember fondly. Families, thank you for sharing your children with us. At this time, will you please stand for the national anthem?
so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the back of your program, the top 10% of this graduating class is denoted, along with the diploma type they are receiving. Our highest diploma, the Distinguished Diploma, means they have taken our most rigorous courses. At this time, I will announce the names of our Distinguished Diploma recipients and ask them to stand. Chandler. Derek Corbett. Katie Grace Floyd. Ty Grizzle. Aaliyah Marr. Lindsay Michael. Letitia Poindexter. Joshua Price. Fisher Qualls. Kinley Sharp. Creighton Smith. And Grace Stevenson. Good job, guys. Each year, we'd like to recognize the monetary, academic, and athletic accomplishments of our graduating students. For it's through their hard work and dedication to their studies, extracurricular activities, and community service that students are rewarded by receiving scholarships to further their dreams. This year's senior class was awarded a total of $2,084,990 in scholarship money. Of that, they have accepted a total of $1,041,410. Let's give these young men and women a round of applause for their hard work one more time. May they be as successful in their future endeavors as they have been in high school. This time we're going to introduce our salutatorian, Miss Aaliyah Marr. Aaliyah Marr is the daughter of Ronnie and Renee Marr. Throughout high school, Aaliyah has been a member of the MHS Marching Band, Jazz Band, Art Club, and Science Club. She has served as Club Secretary, Student Council Secretary, and Spanish Club Vice President. She has also served as a volunteer with Kids Unlimited Learning Academy, at Catholic Charities, at Christmas Honors, with the Salvation Army, and as a Read Mentor. Her many honors and awards include Oklahoma Honor Society, Top 10%, All District Band, All State Band, John Philip Sousa Award, and being selected as Band Queen and Drum Major. Aaliyah plans to attend the University of Central Arkansas, where she will major in Speech Language Pathology and minor in English. Miss Aaliyah Marr.
Hello, everybody.
I am the lucky winner who gets to start off these long speeches that I'm sure you're going to pay 100% of your attention to the entire time. But I did forget my tap dance shoes and my karaoke machine at home, so I'm only going to be talking to you tonight, and I'm sure you are looking forward to other things. But before I get started into my actual part of my speech, I'm going to start by saying something just really briefly. It's a family matter tonight, but I will be awkwardly dragging you all into it. For those of you who are unaware, my oldest brother, Peyton, was salutatorian of his class whenever he graduated. So, Peyton, he's over there. I just want you to know, you are no longer the only special one. I have waited 4 long years to say that. Since I'm here, I couldn't pass on the opportunity. But now we can move on to the main speech. When I started writing my speech, I came up with this short list and kind of rules of different things that I took away from my high school experience. And this is as follows. Don't laugh in Miss Johnson's computer class. If you're a Google box like I am, then you will get in trouble almost every day. And then number 2 is don't call Mr. Smith Brian. This can technically be just applied to any teacher, but from what may or may not be my experience, Mr. Smith will kick you out of his classroom for calling him Brian. Do not bang on the door outside of Miss Reeves' classroom. Honestly, don't do anything wrong in front of Miss Reeves. Even if it's pouring rain outside and the awning only leads to that door outside of her classroom, she will threaten your life for banging on that door. And so then the next one is, if a teacher accidentally schedules a test on a day that does not work for your class, or your class isn't going to be there to take it because they're just going to be gone, keep your mouth shut, because I have been yelled at and threatened multiple times for correcting a teacher by saying, oh, we're going to be here, or we're not going to be here that day. So just keep your mouth shut. And lastly, my last little rule is if you go on a field trip, you need your headphones. You need good ones, too. So although there's nothing more enjoyable in the entire world than waking up at 6:30 in the morning to girls attempting to sing Katy Perry and Justin Bieber, I would suggest headphones. I would suggest them. But that's the end of my rules. And so I guess some of the rules can only be applied to me, like the Mr. Smith thing. Sorry about that, Mr. Smith. And then the more you know, the better. I have a couple more things to say, so bear with me and forgive me if I get emotional. First off, thank you to my teachers. Sorry. I know I have truly been the biggest pain to some of you guys, but we made it through. And so thank you for putting up with me, and even all of us. Whether or not you're yelling at us, comforting us, or teaching us, you have all put an everlasting impact on our lives that will stick with us forever. I am so thankful for all of you. Sorry. I also want to let my family know just how thankful I am for them. My parents have been my biggest support system throughout the years, and especially this one. Every single decision I had to make this year, my parents would tell me to choose what's best for me. They would say that I needed to do whatever made me happiest, and that they supported me and were there for me no matter what I decided. I wanted to say thank you to my brother Jackson for almost being sort of a best friend to me throughout high school and letting your little sister tag along with you. And ironically enough, I want to say thank you to my brother Peyton. Thank you for all the motivation and telling me you're proud of me for trying to be better than you. And thank you for pushing me to where I am standing right now. I love you all of you, so much. And to my classmates in our last 4 years together at Muldrow, it's kind of crazy to think how I have grown up with some of you guys, and now we're here. And I've only met some of you like this year, so that's kind of crazy, but I still love all of you and all the memories just the same. I want and hope for nothing but the best for all of you guys, and I'm so sorry for crying, but it's just very sad. Sorry, I'll get over it. And then please go out into the world and find your happiness and do whatever you can to reach all of your goals, whatever that may be. I love you guys all so, so much. And we're finally moving on to our next chapter, and we're finally going to graduate. So congratulations, guys. I'm so proud of all of us. Thank you all for listening. And thank you, Muldrow, because I will always be a Bulldog.
It is my privilege to introduce to you those students who have exceeded above all to earn the highest GPA in this class of 2022. Tonight we have two people. We have co-valedictorians. The first one to speak tonight is Miss Catherine Floyd. Catherine Floyd is the daughter of Tracy and Jana Floyd. Throughout high school, Katie Grace has been a member of the Beta Club. She was captain of the Cherokee Language Bowl and the Lady Bulldog basketball team. She has served as a volunteer with Hope Campus Homeless Shelter, her church, Christmas Honors with the Beta Club, and a basketball camp counselor. Her many honors and awards include Muldrow Senior Superlative, Oklahoma Honor Society, Top 10%, Academic Excellence in World History, Pre-AP English 2 and English 3, and Indian All-State, as well as several other athletic accolades. Katie Grace plans to attend Oklahoma State University, where she will major in business.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep this short and sweet because by now, I bet you, half of us are either asleep or the other half are just as bored as we all were in Coach Farney's class. Stay with me though, or that'll be a point. Class of 2022, or shall I say, the dreaded class. We never went a year without hearing about just how excited our next teachers were to have us in class. But really, I just don't think they understood our humor. It could have been how, in second grade, we started a food fight in the cafeteria. Legend has it, there's still yogurt stuck on the ceiling. Or that in sixth grade, some of us threw erasers in a fish tank. Or how, in 8th grade, one of us lit a pencil on fire. Not to name any names, Caden Chandler. Maybe it was because someone ran from Officer Sharp and Officer Larcade and dragged them through rain puddles, or the fact we stole a lot of candy, or how the boys like to have bathroom parties between classes, possibly even my personal favorite, Mr. Hot Dog running across the court to shush the other team's bench after Connor hit a game-winning buzzer beater. It could have even been when someone, while wearing a Muldrow Fire Department hoodie, started a fire while cooking in Miss Michael's class. It was all of these things, though, that taught us the most valuable lessons. We learned what is wrong and right. We learned that there are always consequences, so think before you act. We learned to be honorable and honest. We learned that whiteout is flammable and food can, in fact, stain clothes. Above all, we learned that if one of us was going down, we were going down together. So here's to the class of 2022, because if you ask me, I think we turned out pretty all right. So let's keep proving everyone wrong and show the world what we got, because our stories are far from over. With that being said, thank you to all the teachers that have poured their wisdom into us and put up with us all of these years. Thank you to the janitors that had to clean up after us. Thank you to the community of Muldrow for making this place home. Thank you to our parents for always believing in us. Most of all, thank you, class of 2022, for making high school something that makes saying goodbye so hard.
Our next valedictorian, Miss Lindsay Michael. Lindsay Michael is the daughter of Christopher and Shelby Michael. Throughout high school, Lindsay has been a member of the Math Club, served as president of the Beta Club and FCCLA, and vice president of Student Council. She has served as a volunteer with Sparkman Animal Clinic, Muldrow Elementary Library, Catholic Charities, and Christmas Honors with Beta Club. Her many honors include Oklahoma Honor Society, Top 10%, Academic All-State, and Lindsay was chosen as Miss Muldrow High School. Lindsay plans to attend the Oklahoma State University, where she will major in pre-veterinary animal science and later attend the College of Veterinary Medicine.
All right, I'm sure you will all be very glad to know that my speech is also very short, and I am easily the most nervous for this, so if I start stuttering, don't laugh too hard. Honestly, I can't believe we've all made it this far. I'm fairly certain most of us considered dropping out at least once, whether it was a fleeting consideration or just you really seriously thought about it. Sorry, guys. Nonetheless, I'm glad we all made it here. This is a huge accomplishment and milestone, and all of us should be proud. It was by no means easy, though. We struggled a lot along the way. We failed tests, we embarrassed ourselves, and we made really bad decisions. This might come as a shock to some people, but teenagers are idiots. We've all done stupid things that we regret, but what's important is that we learn from them and move forward. I want to forgive anyone that's ever done anything to hurt me, and I sincerely hope that anyone that I have ever offended or hurt will forgive me too. This is a time for new beginnings. We shouldn't be holding on to things from the past. We need to come together just this once and admit that even though we don't always get along, we've made each other who we are today. I'll always be grateful for my classmates for shaping me into the person that I've become. And I hope that when we all look back on these times that we shared, we remember the good times and that the bad memories will just fade away. So thank you. Thank you to my mom, who's been by my side through everything, loving me so much more than I deserve, probably crying just as much or more than me. Nobody look at her, she's bawling right now. Thank you to my dad for teaching me to be strong no matter what I'm facing. Thank you to my brother for being my lifelong role model and making me want to succeed just like you did. Thank you to all of my family for supporting me and inspiring me to always be the best version of myself. Thank you to all of the teachers and other staff along this crazy journey, whether from Liberty or Muldrow. And finally, I would like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to receive this amazing honor and loving me unconditionally, even when I make mistakes. I'm proud to say that I'm now a graduate of Muldrow High School, and good luck to all of my classmates. I truly wish you all the best. Thank you.
Ms. Fugit, in Board of Education, this graduating class of 2022 has fulfilled their academic requirements set forth by both the State Board of Education and the local Board of Education, and by the authority vested in me, I hereby recommend they receive their high school diploma.
Mr. Phillips, based on your recommendation, bring the class of 2022 forward to receive their high school diploma.
Catherine Grace Hope Floyd. Lindsay Deanne Michael. Aaliyah Renee Marr. Caden Thomas Chandler. Thank you, thank you. Derek Lane Corbett. Thank you. Wendy Elaine Martinez. Joshua Thomas Price. Fisher Evan Drake Qualls. Creighton Michael Smith. Grace Alexandria Stevenson. Braden Neil Abbott. Landon Walter Allen. Al-Shamir Antatani. Haley Corabeth Bateman. Jason Lane Black Jr. Jason Wade Boobin. Faral Bukhari. Thank you, man. Michaela Dawn Campbell. Paris Addison Cantwell. Thank you, sir. Jaquan Dylan Casey. Michael Nicholas Chanderban. That boy. Caden Dallas Chisholm. Thank you, sir. Jackson Keith Collins. Lily Rain Conley. Caden John Quarterman. Danny De Leon. Sir. Lucas Jeremiah Dobbs. Oh man, here we go. Dela Wrangler Firestein. Jacob Ray Fisher. Zane Randall Ford. Dakota Sky Gardner. Thanks, sir. Billy Lane Gibbs. Delinra Jan Gibbs. Brianna Marie Gibney. Casey Nicole Gibson. Breton Lee Gossett. Ty Alexis Grizzle. Bryce Landon Hanna. Tristan Leanne Harris. Sierra Justine Holland. Caitlin Christina Holmes. Thank you. Aubrey Grace Honey. Chloe Grace House. True Lee House. Attaboy. Dalton Lee Howard. Elisa Janae Johnson. Jason Johnson. Mason Wayne Johnson. Haley Michelle Jones. Shaylin Celise Jones. Smile. Zachariah Thomas Jones. Cameron Jareen Keith. Jasmine Danielle Killer. Brooklyn Ariel King. Alexis Michelle LaCure. Thank you, sir. Michael Hayden Livermore. Thank you, sir. Seth Michael Lump. Hannah Rosemary Love. Attaboy. Hang on one second. Anthony Harrison Marks. Paige Snowden Matthews. Trenton Cooper Matthews. Here we go. Piper Jillianne Aurora McMillan. Avery Madison Moore. Monica Faye Moore. Hey, smile, smile. Taylor Love Northern. Dalton Lane Ogden. Yordi Andreas Pacheco. Isabella Marie Pickhock. Alexandria Christine Plant. Ryan Hunter Pruitt. Thank you. Kelsey Joe Qualls. Cody Alexander Reichert. Thank you, man. Micaiah Nicole Relaford. Bailey Reese Robertson. Jacqueline Renee Ross. Jeremy John Ryan. Epic Odyssey Serna Castillo. Garrett Warren Sharp. McKinley Marie Sharp. Thank you, thank you. Kelly Marie Smith. You did it. Sky Marlon Smith. Jack William Spicer. Natalie Candace Stratman. Kaylin Michelle Tate. Samantha Jolene Taylor. Kalinda Louise Tomlin. Kelsey Wallace. Aiden Cade Washburn. Garrett Edward Lewis Welcher. Gabrielle Wayne Baker. What is it? Isaiah Andrew Sanifer. Chantilly Nicole White. Thank you, sir. Monty Jones White IV. Hannah Brianne Williamson. Hannah Brianne Williamson. Are you guys ready? Graduates, would you please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of 2022. This concludes the ceremony.